For most of human history, the world was a place of profound mystery. Vast oceans stretched into the unknown, continents lay hidden behind impenetrable barriers, and myths filled the void where knowledge should have been. But within the human spirit burned an insatiable curiosity, a hunger for the unknown, a relentless drive to see what lay beyond the horizon. This is the story of those who answered that call, the titans of exploration who pushed the boundaries of the known world. Their journeys reshaped our understanding of the planet and forever changed the course of history. Our story begins in the late 15th century, a time when Europe looked westward with a mix of fear and ambition. The goal was clear: find a direct sea route to the riches of the Indies. Christopher Columbus, a Genoese mariner, believed he had found the answer. He proposed sailing west across the Atlantic, a journey many considered suicidal. Against all odds, he secured funding and set sail in 1492. He did not reach the Indies, but instead stumbled upon a world previously unknown to Europeans. His arrival in the Americas marked a pivotal moment. It opened the door to centuries of European exploration, trade, and colonization across two vast continents. Columbus's legacy is complex and controversial. While his voyage undeniably changed the world, it also ushered in an era of profound disruption and suffering for the indigenous peoples of the Americas. He was a man of his time, driven by the ambitions of his era. His journey, however flawed in its intent and consequences, undeniably stands as a monumental act of exploration. Following Columbus, the race to understand the globe intensified. The question remained: could one truly sail around the entire Earth? Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer sailing for Spain, dared to find out. In 1519, he led an ambitious expedition with 5 ships and over 200 men. Their journey was fraught with peril. Mutiny, starvation, and treacherous seas tested their resolve at every turn. Magellan himself did not complete the voyage. He was killed in a battle in the Philippines in 1521. But his crew, under the command of Juan Sebastian Elcano, pressed on. In 1522, a single ship, the Victoria, limped back to Spain with just 18 survivors. They had done it. They had circumnavigated the globe, proving conclusively that the Earth was round and revealing the true scale of the planet's oceans. Magellan's expedition expanded the known world dramatically. It was a triumph of human endurance and navigation, forever etching his name into the annals of exploration. By the 18th century, the focus shifted from simply finding new lands to understanding them. This era demanded a new kind of explorer, the meticulous scientist and cartographer. Captain James Cook, a British naval officer, embodied this new approach. He undertook 3 epic voyages across the Pacific Ocean. Cook's achievements were staggering. He charted vast swathes of the Pacific, from the coastlines of New Zealand and Australia to the islands of Hawaii. His methods were revolutionary. He employed precise astronomical observations and detailed surveys, creating maps of unprecedented accuracy. He didn't just map coastlines, he documented cultures, collected scientific specimens, and observed celestial events. His expeditions were voyages of scientific discovery as much as exploration. Cook's work expanded the reach of European knowledge into the furthest corners of the Pacific. His charts were so accurate they were used by navigators for centuries. His legacy is that of a master mariner and a pioneering scientific explorer. He brought a new level of rigor and detail to the age-old quest for discovery. As the coastal regions of the world became known, the great interiors remained mysterious. One of the most challenging was the vast, uncharted heart of Africa. David Livingstone, a Scottish missionary and explorer, dedicated his life to penetrating this mystery. His primary pursuit was the elusive source of the Nile River. Livingstone spent decades traversing the African continent. He navigated rivers, crossed deserts, and encountered countless African peoples and cultures. His journeys brought the continent into European consciousness in a new way. His reports highlighted the beauty and complexity of Africa, challenging prevailing stereotypes. Crucially, Livingstone was a fierce opponent of the slave trade. His accounts of its brutality helped fuel the abolitionist movement in Europe. He opened up the interior of Africa to further exploration and missionary work. His famous meeting with Henry Morton Stanley captured the world's imagination. Livingstone's legacy is complex, intertwined with the colonial era he helped usher in. But his courage, his compassion for the people he met, and his relentless pursuit of discovery are undeniable. By the early 20th century, few true frontiers remained on Earth. The ultimate challenges lay at the planet's frozen extremes, the Arctic and Antarctic. Roald Amundsen, a Norwegian explorer, set his sights on these unforgiving landscapes. He was a master of polar travel. learning from indigenous peoples and meticulously planning every detail. Amundsen achieved two monumental feats of exploration. He was the first to successfully navigate the entire Northwest Passage, a treacherous sea route through the Arctic. Then, in a dramatic race against British explorer Robert Falcon Scott, Amundsen led the first expedition to reach the South Pole in 1911. His success was a testament to meticulous planning, expert use of skis and dog sleds, and an unparalleled understanding of the polar environment. Amundsen's expeditions demonstrated the incredible limits of human endurance and the triumph of preparation and execution in the face of extreme adversity. He conquered the last great geographical challenges on Earth. His name is synonymous with polar exploration and the relentless pursuit of seemingly impossible goals. These 5 individuals, and countless others, reshaped the world map and our understanding of the planet. Their voyages spurred the age of discovery, connecting continents and cultures on an unprecedented scale. Exploration fueled scientific advancements, from navigation and cartography to botany and zoology. It expanded human knowledge in ways previously unimaginable. But the story of exploration is not without its shadows. It often brought conflict, exploitation, and the devastating spread of disease to the lands that were discovered. The encounter between different worlds was frequently violent and tragic for the indigenous populations. This complex legacy is an essential part of the story. Yet, the fundamental drive to explore, to push beyond the known, remains a powerful force in human history. It is a story of both incredible triumph and profound consequence. The age of planting flags on unknown continents may be over, but the spirit of exploration lives on. It has simply shifted its focus. Today, we explore the deepest trenches of the ocean, the microscopic world within ourselves, and the vast, silent expanse of space. The same fundamental desire that drove Columbus, Magellan, Cook, Livingstone, and Amundsen still propels us forward. The urge to discover, to understand, to push the boundaries of what is known. The journey continues,